But yeah, so can you guys see the screen now?
Yes, Professor.
Okay, all right. So again, this is like really important you watch this, okay? This is really key to what's going on. You see there's a police officer in front. You see this is a truck, okay? This is not a truck rented by the migrants. This is a truck that is government rented or that has been allocated for this particular purpose of transporting these people to the border between Morocco and Spain. And you can see how jubilant they are. Okay. And the police officer, he is clearly directing them, right? He's making sure they get off the truck and he's making sure they're going in one direction. They're not turning behind, they're not going behind him, they're going in front of him, right? He's directing them, like, like keep on going, moving forward. Okay, let's watch this again. You can see how this is clearly being organized at some level. This is not organic. Okay, you don't organically have 50,000 people stream across the border in one night. Okay, so that's the second video I want to show you. Now, the third video I want to show you is Donald Trump, who 3 weeks ago, okay, this again, three weeks ago, getting really pissed off at Spain because Spain is not allowing America to use its air bases to strike Iran. Spain wants nothing to do with this war. And at the same time, Spain has always been a vocal critic of Israel, of Zionism. And so this is basically Donald Trump telling the Spanish, hey, watch out, man. Okay.
The Spanish are members of NATO, but not very good members of NATO. They say, no, we don't want to help other people. What are we doing, huh? They are not behaving nicely, but they will learn soon after they relinquish their grip on Cuba and Guam, the Philippines and Puerto Rico, and they were all ours. We got.
Okay, so Donald Trump, the thing about Donald Trump is he speaks his mind, okay? And he's a very direct and honest person. So you can glean a lot of information from just a few sentences he speaks. All right, so let's replay this again.
The Spanish. They're members of NATO, but not very good members of NATO.
Okay, so here he's saying the Spanish are not very good members of NATO. What this means is the Spanish do not obey the American Empire. The American Empire wants to use Spanish airspace and Spanish air bases in order to construct strikes against Iran, and the Spanish refuse, which forces the Americans to use British airspaces, which is too far away. Okay, so that's what Donald Trump is complaining about here.
They say, no, we don't want to help other people. What are we doing, huh? They are not behaving nicely, but they will learn soon after they relinquish their grip on Cuba and Guam, the Philippines and Puerto Rico, and they were all ours. We.
Okay, so Donald Trump, he's a real estate developer. He thinks in terms of real estate, right? So the Spanish have been losing a lot of territory to the American Empire. They lost Cuba, they lost the Philippines. Now they're going to lose Ceuta. Okay, that's what he's implying here. Now the Americans are going to take over key strategic real estate from the Spanish. Okay, so keep this in mind. All right, let's keep on going. Okay, so this man is named Rally Rashad. Okay, I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly. But he did a great TikTok right after this migrant surge into Ceuta. Explain to us what's going on. And I think he has a fantastic understanding of the geopolitics of this event. Okay. So we'll just watch the video really quickly. It's a TikTok video.
Happening in Spain's city Ceuta right now. Take a listen to this. It was planned by the Trump administration and Israel. This guy right here is Michael Rubin. He's a senior fellow at the American Enterprise Institute. Since March of this year, this think tank has been heavily lobbying the Trump administration, especially Marco Rubio, to recognize Ceuta as territory of Morocco. The reason for this is because Morocco is part of the Abraham Accords. It's pro-Israel, and they want to punish Spain for not allowing the United States to use its airspace during the Iran war. This is an established U.S. think tank, by the way. Moroccans should gather, send bulldozers to the border, and then enter Ceuta and Melilla unarmed to raise the flag. Sanchez and the Spanish press bleat, but they have no grounds to act, nor for that matter would NATO, even if Moroccan forces enter the towns to restore order and organize dispatch of settlers across the strait and back to Spain. These two Spanish towns represent illegitimate beachheads and are home to approximately 170 Spanish settlers. They are weak spots for European security since African migrants regularly rush to the fence to claim asylum. It gets much worse, just wait. Republican U.S. Congressman Mario Diaz-Balart of Florida, who's very close friends with Marco Rubio, wrote a report back in April. He stated for the first time, the committee notes the historic alliance between the United States and Morocco. The committee notes that the Spanish-administered cities of Ceuta and Melilla are located in the Moroccan territory and remain the subject of Morocco's long-standing claim. It goes on to state the Secretary of State Marco Rubio should encourage diplomatic engagement between Morocco and Spain over the future status of the two cities. American Enterprise Institute has been pressuring the Trump administration on this for over a year. They want to bolster the Abraham Accords and they want to punish Spain. This is why this is happening. It's not because Spain is a left-wing government that can't control its borders. The United States and Israel are doing this together because they no longer want Spain to control those cities.
Okay.